Hey guys, Onward here, Talking in Traffic, episode 36. And are you saving for retirement? How early are you saving for retirement? When did you first start? I started probably my late 20s, right before I got married, right before I got engaged, so probably 26, 27. If you are just getting out of school, or if you're working while you're in school, I would highly recommend putting money aside into a 401k. Put money aside into a traditional IRA. I know you're not making much, but if you start early, if you start putting money into a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA being better, or both even, and live off the modest sum that you might be saving at the end of the day, you will be much better off when you're 40, maybe even 35. So let's say you start when you get out of college. If you go to college, let's say you're 22 when you get out and you start putting away money. So let's say you're making $20 an hour, $40,000 a year in an entry-level job at 22. You max out your 401k at 18%. By the time you hit 40 and you've made increases over time in your salary, you should be a millionaire. Just putting that out there. If the stock market is making decent sized gains, 8 to 10% a year, and you compound that interest, you just invest in the S&P 500. Over the next 20 years, 18 years, you should be a millionaire. So put that down as something that you need to do, right? So not only do you also have your 401k, which is pre-tax money. So before your tax, you're putting it into a 401k plan, whether it's through your employer or you can get a solo 401k, which might be even better, because it's a little bit more flexible. You have to have your own business to do that. So if you're in college and you're starting your own side gig, that's something that you might want to consider doing, because in a solo 401k, you have your own business. You can then backdoor that into a Roth IRA later on, when you're making even more money and you're not eligible to contribute to your Roth IRA. Roth IRA is post-tax money, so you've already been taxed on that money, and you're contributing to a retirement account where any gains then can grow, and if you're growing and compounding that growth 8 to 10%, when you take it out, that is tax-free money because it's already taxed the first time when you put it in. So that is, the Roth 401k is a blessing. I know I've said it before in another episode, but wanted to encourage my family, my friends, anyone that is just getting started working, to put money aside first if they qualify into a Roth IRA, post-tax money, but it grows it grows tax-free, or a 401k. You can also contribute to a traditional IRA as well if you have the means. Then that's just even more money that you have available to you later on. Access to that money. You can access your 401k. You can access your traditional IRA if you roll over to a custodian that offers self-directed IRAs. So let's say you wanted to take half of your $1 million when you're 40 and wanted to invest it in an apartment building. Well, you can then put that $500,000 into a self-directed IRA and invest it in a 4-unit, an 8-unit, a 12-unit somewhere. Let's say you buy it with $200,000 down, you have $300,000 left to make any repairs. If you use a self-directed IRA to buy a property, then any improvements, any funds that need to go into the property to improve it or maintain it need to come out of that self-directed IRA. In addition to that, any gains that you make off the proceeds of a sale off that property will stay in that self-directed IRA. So let's say you bought a $500,000 property and it appreciated to $1 million. So you made 100% on the purchase price, but then let's say you downed $200K, which would be, a massive down, but you would have made $500K profit on $200K. So yeah, that's not a bad return, especially if it is over a shorter amount of time than, say, a 10-year hold period for a commercial property. So just something to think about, putting that out there for my 3 boys, but also for any friends that are interested. Let me know what if you have any plans, or if you are already a retirement millionaire. That's awesome. Congratulations. I applaud you for all your hard work and all the sacrifices that you made to put money aside as you started your career and into some later years. You are ready for early retirement, perhaps, and that's some good lessons to benefit from, right? You spent less than you made, you saved more than you spent, and you worked hard. It's not rocket science. It is very simple. It's just committing to a formula, right? That formula being work hard, save your money, invest your money wisely, and spend less than you make. So please follow that pattern. I implore you to follow that pattern, and you will find success. It's not overnight success, but you can take that money, you can invest in property if you wanted. You can take that money out earlier if you wanted to start a business. You can use that self-directed IRA money to invest in your business. But the key here is take that money early on, perhaps even when you first start your first job at 14, 15, or 16. Start putting away money. Don't necessarily spend all of it, right? Save that 18%, 20%. If you're maxing out at 18K and you're making 40K, right? That's almost 50% of your income. You can do that and live off the rest. You'll definitely live much more simply, a lot less going out and a lot more enjoying nature and the free resources out there. But you will do well if you have the long game in mind. Please do that and have a great day.